Minimax just launched their brand new M2.7 model, and it's absolutely insane. This new model is capable of building complex agents, using agent teams, skills, and dynamic tool search, and it's incredible when it comes to coding. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how you can access it and all the crazy things that you can now do with this model. Now, Minimax M2.7 is really powerful, and on top of that, it's cost effective and it actually echoes self-evolution, which is insane. We can see right here that it's built really for complex agent harnesses, for elaborate productivity tests, and it really excels at coding. So the first thing that this is going to be really good for is building an agent model that has self-evolution. Essentially, this model is going to be able to access complex skills, it's going to be access to memory and other external modules in order for it to actually improve its adaptability to various workspace environments. So as we can see right here, if you actually want to go through and you want to automate things and you want multiple tasks to be happening, you'd be a fool to not be using Minimax. In addition to that, M2.7 is the first model that deeply participated in its own evolution. In fact, it literally helped the team develop M2.7. And if you want to see what that iteration loop actually looks like, we could see it right here. We could see that there are hierarchical skills, there's persistent memory, there's guardrails, and there's evaluation infrastructure. And then this actually goes through and it gets set up, it runs something, it learns from it, it adds that memory, and this right here is pretty insane. In addition to that, we could see the different metal rates over time right here, which is incredibly impressive, and this is also incredibly good at software engineering. In fact, it deeply explores real-world programming abilities, including log analysis for bug hunting, refactoring, code security, machine learning, Android development, and so much more. On top of that, this model is really good at professional work because we could see right here that it has domain expertise and task delivery capability because it's able to learn things, it's able to understand things, and it really stood out against the other models. In addition to that, it actually has the ability to interact with complex environments. And the other thing, we could see right here that this does well inside of Excel, it does well inside of PowerPoint, inside of Docs. Doesn't matter where you are, this model excels. Now there are several ways that you could actually access this model, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be focusing on the API. So we could see right here that you could get set up with this incredibly easy in the API. In addition to that, if you do have Minimax agent, you'll now see that Minimax M2.7 is showing inside of there. But like I said, for the sake of this video, I want to show you it using the API. So we're actually going to head over to OpenClaw and I'm going to show you exactly how this works because I power my OpenClaw with Minimax M2.7. Now, before I show you the other crazy use cases you could use this model for, I wanted to remind you that you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with Minimax today. This model is incredibly powerful and more cost effective than all of its competitors, so I'd strongly suggest that you check it out. In addition to that, they just launched Token Plan, which provides you with seamless access to M2.7 coding model alongside integrative support for video, speech, music, and image generation, all managed from one API key. Okay, so now as we can see from here, I'm over in OpenClaw right here. I'm running Minimax M2.7 from inside my OpenClaw, and the first thing that we're going to get this to do is we're going to get this to actually go through and build out a website. Okay, so the prompt that I'm going to give it right here is task. I want you to build out a high conversion responsive landing page for, and then we can actually put in my brand name here. I'm going to name this Premium Health. Now what this is going to be is it's a premium longevity lab testing competitor to Function Health. We go through the tech stack, we go through the aesthetic, the theme, the accents, the style, the page structure, everything that we actually want this to have right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get Minimax M2.7 to begin doing this, because what you're going to find is that this model right here is very efficient and it's incredibly effective for coding. And this isn't just a simple coding task right here. We're actually getting this to build us out a competitor to another specific website. So what this is actually going to do is a multi-step process where it tries to figure out, hey, what would a good competitor to this website look like, taking into consideration all of the different actual direction that I gave it, and then it's going to spit out a landing page for us that's going to be incredible. Okay, so now we can see that just like that, this went through and this actually created this. It tells us everything that's actually included, and now we could check it out. So literally all that I had to do in order to check this out is just copy this right here. I open this up inside of a new window right here, and we could see this has now gone through and this has created this landing page for us, which is pretty incredible that it was actually able to do this. And again, this created a function health competitor right here. Now, one thing that's missing is going to be testimonials. So if we wanted to edit it, we literally just come over here and say, please add in testimonials in the optimal placement for them. I don't currently see any right now. Now, I'm going to come over here. I'm actually going to get rid of please. We're going to tell it this, and then this is going to go through and this is going to update this literally in just a few seconds. Okay, so now we can see that this says done, went through and actually did it. Just refresh the page in order to see it. So we come over here, and now when we scroll down, we're going to see this right here. I cannot believe how quickly this was able to code this up and how good of a job it did at actually creating a function health competitor without us really explaining to it what that actually is. Now, the next use case I wanted to show off here, because it's so important to Minimax M2.7, is I asked this right here, how can I leverage agent teams plus skills to handle complex tasks with Minimax M2.7? Give me a prompt that'll show this off for my audience. Now, the reason that I showed you that is because I think that you also should be using the same exact prompt, because guess what? OpenClaw has memory. It knows who I am. It knows everything based off of what I actually tell it. So we could see right here that this went through and gave me a prompt that we can now test out right here, and then it actually shows exactly what this is going to go ahead and do. So we're going to take this prompt right here, we're going to put it in here, and we can see that this says, I want you to research the latest AI developments from testing catalog, create a 3-part content package for my YouTube channel. And then this is where this actual skills and the agents come into play. Team right here, agent 1 is going to do research, agent 2 is going to be the script writer, agent 3 is going to come up with thumbnail ideas, execute, run all 3 agents in parallel so that this is going to get done incredibly quickly. Then it actually gives us the output format right here. So this shows this off. Now, after this is actually done right here, what I'm going to get this to do, and we could see that this is spawning 3 agents in parallel now, and then we're waiting for the results, which is going to happen way faster than if it ran them one after another. Literally, look at it. This is insane. I cannot believe how quickly this actually went through and did this. Any other time I've tried to get something like this to happen, it took a really, really long time, but it didn't take that long with this. So we could see right here that this now goes through and this gives us this right here, which is incredible. So this did this in literally just 30 seconds. It goes through all of these different stories. It gives us a summary here, gives us a format, gives us a tone. And this just went through and gave us a bunch of different stuff right here for us to be able to use. And we could see that it is now compiling it right here. So we have the top 3 stories right here. It's funny that Minimax M2.7 is actually one of them, but this goes through all of the different things that we should actually do with all this content. And we could also see that it actually created a brief that, again, if we come over here and open this up, we will be able to see exactly what this brief looks like. So this just went through and did this for me. And what I'm going to say is, I love it. Can you recommend other use cases I could use this feature for based on what you know about me? And this is exactly how you should actually be interacting with OpenClaw and how you should be using Minimax M2.7, because I know that all of you watching this right now probably have different use cases than me. So you want to make sure that you're leveraging AI in order to actually get it to help you come up with use cases based on the things that you're currently doing. And we could see that this right here, we could do content repurposing, we could do content research sweep, we could do full video packages, we could do trend monitoring, we could do A/B headline testing. And again, what this actually does, which is incredibly powerful, is it spawns up all these different agents to happen in parallel so that you can execute on complex tasks way quicker. What's even more powerful is when you combine this, if you're inside of OpenClaw, with cron jobs, which will then do that on a schedule. And that actually kind of brings me to the last use case here, which is that you want to make sure that you are using Minimax M2.7 in order to actually power your OpenClaw and any other tools that you are using. Because 1, it's going to be way more cost effective than other models. 2, it excels at agentic complex tasks. And 3, this is one of the best models that's out there right now for coding, and it does an amazing job. In fact, I want to show you one other use case here that's pretty impressive. If we actually come over here, let's say that we come to this website right here, we could say, I want you to spin up parallel agents in order to complete the following for this website. We're actually going to put this website in. 1, I want to do an SEO audit. 2, I want to do conversion rate optimization audit. 3, brainstorm new tools that can be used. And then 4, we're going to run 4 things at once here. Generate a new custom landing page that will get a higher conversion rate than a current landing page. Now, I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to fix these spelling mistakes that we have right here. And we could see that this is now going to spin up agents in parallel to do 4 things: SEO audit, CRO audit, brainstorm new tools for this website, and generate a new custom landing page to actually show off to you just how powerful this model is. We're basically combining everything that it can do into one right here. And now look, we could see that this has now spun up all these different agents. It's showing us that it's actually running, and then it's going to compile everything into a strategy document once it's done. Now, the amount of information that this is now spitting out here is absolutely insane. So literally, let's go through and look at this. This is long. And I mean, this did not take a long time for this to actually go through and do this. This literally took like a minute for this to happen. So this actually went through, this created all this. We have all of our different reports right here, benchmark comparisons. So we could see that we have an SEO audit right here, goes through, tells us everything that we need to do. And this just focuses on the big things right here, not all of the little key details that I just showed you before. We have our CRO audit right here, which is awesome. We have 15 different feature ideas, which is insane. We also have our new landing page, which I'm actually going to come over here and I'm going to show you what this actually looks like. And now originally it actually wouldn't let me open up the landing page. So we see right here that this went through and this actually fixed it for us very quickly. Now it opened it up for us and this literally goes through now. And this created this brand new landing page for us, which is awesome. And again, it literally did all of these different tasks all at one time, which is crazy. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest to check out this video right here that walks you through a bunch of other use cases you could use Minimax for. If that sounds interesting, I'll see you over there.